What's going on, everyone? So in this video we're going to talk about ankle sprain. So what happens during an ankle sprain? It happens when your ankle will be rolled or turned awkwardly or also being twisted in a way that your ligaments becomes fully or partially stretched. So what are the problems in getting an ankle sprain? So first, you have pain on the weight bearing or on the affected part. On the weight bearing foot, you also get tenderness during palpation of the foot. You also have limitation of motion, and you also have inflammation. That's all.
Hi, I'm April, and I'll be explaining the warm-ups with my patient here, Paolo. He's an athlete, so I'll be teaching him how to self-stretch. Can you please get up, sir? Okay. So, since his injured ankle is on his right, the injured leg should be at the back. Okay, so please place your injured leg at the back of your back, sir. Okay. Now, I want you to put your arms on the wall, this pole here. And then I want you to lean. We call this heel stretch. So his injured leg right here should be straight. His leg should be straight. It shouldn't be lifted at all. So his heel should be flat on the floor. And he needs to hold that for 15 to 30 seconds or 3 sets.
So hi, I'm Paolo and I'll be April's coach. I will be teaching her how to properly do the calf raises. So miss, I want you to stand on near the pole. So the first thing that we will do is calf raises. So I want you to hold the pole here. Then I want you to raise your heels as high as you can, like this. And then hold it for 15 to 30 seconds and repeat it 3 times. This exercise is a warm-up which benefits the patient from stretching the front muscles of the leg, which are the tibialis anterior, and will strengthen the muscles in the back of the leg, which are the calves, the gastrocnemius, and your soleus.
So for our next exercise, we'll be doing strengthening for the muscles around the ankle. The PT position is near the patient's leg, while the patient's position is in a long sitting position. So we'll be using a TheraBand for this. So you apply the TheraBand near the toes. With your other hand, use it as a way to protect, so to lessen the motion of the ankle. So your instructions will be, sir, can you point your toes up towards the ceiling, please? Very good. And for the next motion, behind the toes, then stabilize, and then instruct, sir, can you point your toes to me? Then the next position, you apply it at the inner part of the foot, stabilize, and then instruct, sir, can you point your toes away from me? Out, yeah, away from me. Okay, very good. And for the last, apply it at the outside of the foot, stabilize. Sir, can you point your toes towards me, please? Okay, very good.
Hi, my name is Dean, and today we will be doing a variation of the one leg stance. And this is my patient, Mr. John. So first, sir, what I want you to do is stand up in the pole and stand on one leg. So on your right, stand on your right leg. What we want to do is we want to apply perturbations, and we want the patient to resist the perturbations and maintain balance. So sir, I'm going to apply.
And for our next exercise, our patient is going to do tandem walking for gait. So the patient position should be standing, and then for the initial position, because there are 2 positions. First position is the patient should be on his heels. So sir, be on your heels, sir, and then walk on a straight line. So the PT should be guarding at the back or posterolaterally on his affected side. Also, coming through 1, 2, 3, sir. Okay, let's go, and then walk on a straight line. So again, do the guarding laterally. Okay. For our regression,
So next will be our passive stretch. So this is to improve extensibility and mobility in our ankle area. So it is important to know that we not stretch our ankle joint into the injury. So it's important not to stretch it into inversion. We stretch it though into plantar flexion away from the dorsiflexor. Grip the heel and then place your forearm on the foot and then stretch like so. And this will be done for 30 seconds, 3 sets. So the next thing is to stretch the ankle into eversion. So like so. So 30 seconds, 3 sets. You can do a mixture of both. So after putting it into extension and then stretch towards like that. And then lastly, we will be stretching our dorsiflexors. But not towards the inversion. So during the passive stretch, it is important to ask the patient whether or not he feels any pain during the stretch, just to make sure that we do not aggravate the injury. So that's all.